it's Min Ling from Brand Fame School. I'm super excited to be here for day number 6 of the Brand Rockstar Challenge. I'm so excited that everyone is here and to go over today's topic with you, which is all around getting seen and heard in a big way. And it's something that, a lot of people struggle with, getting seen and heard in a big way. They put out their marketing stuff or their promotions and there's crickets and nobody, is really interested in what they have and they don't get any buyers. And so there are some key ways that you can avoid this, and I'm going to share that with you during the scope in this Facebook Live. So if you are new to the challenge, go ahead and let me know, and just by commenting below and letting me know who you are, where you're coming in from. Again, this is part of a 7-day challenge, Brand Rockstar Challenge. If you are new to the challenge, you can go to brandfameschool.com/rockstar to grab the previous scopes or Facebook Lives, and then, sorry about that. And then you can also go ahead and get the play sheets as well too. Hello from Dallas. Perfect. I'm super excited that you are here. So if you're new to the scope, just let me know. Just comment below so I can get to know you. Let's see, we have some creepers on Facebook, on Periscope, so I apologize for that. Anyways, so again, today we are going over getting seen and heard in a big way. The past few days we've been working on getting clear on your niche, getting clear on your money-making idea, understanding how to create your message, creating your brand ID, and then yesterday we also talked about sorry, I'm getting distracted by all these things that are going on right now. Yesterday we talked about how to win over your followers and fans using one technique, and that technique is your freebie. So by now you probably have an understanding of what your freebie might be. If you haven't seen that scope, go ahead and watch the previous day's content. Again, you can go to brandfameschool.com/rockstar to grab it. But your freebie is your first entry point into having somebody understand, get to know, like, and trust what you have, what you do, what you have to say. And so you really want to nail that so that you can go ahead and be able to share your knowledge with the world. And once you have that, then you are able to market yourself. And this is where, again, people fall short. A lot of people are trying to put their stuff out there and they don't know, or they can't seem to get people interested in what they have. So we're going to talk through how to avoid this. So how many of you, just let me know in the scope or in Facebook Live, how many of you have had crickets when you try to market something? So let me know just in the scope. Just say yes or no. So I can know like where you guys are. So if you guys can let me know, that'd be great. I'm just gonna try to move this over real quick. Okay. So anybody have tried to market themselves and not been as successful as they want to be? So go ahead and let me know below. I got a couple of hearts, so I'm guessing that's a yes. So the biggest reason why people, fall short on marketing themselves is because usually what happens is when people try to market or promote themselves, it's all about them. Oh, okay, Tova says yes, so she has some trouble with marketing herself. Okay, the problem is that usually, like, when people try to market again and promote, it's usually coming from your point of view. But instead, you really want to think about it from your customer's point of view. How do they feel? What do they believe? What are their pain points? You want to craft the right message and connect with them. Marketing is all about connection. It's not about selling. So you want to see where you're going to offer value, and that's what you need to really think about. But you need to put yourself in your ideal client's shoes. So you can't think of it, okay, how am I going to market? You have to think of if I'm the ideal client, am I right now? What am I feeling? What problems am I dealing with right now? And from there you can craft the message. So I'm going to give you an example. So for example, when I worked on Lean Cuisine, I was working on one of the products launches, and at the time, it was a product that was in a steam bag. It was a different application than what we usually have, which is in a black tray. Those trays that people eat out of, and it was less convenient than all the other black trays because what people usually did with Lean Cuisines was that they would take it to work, and they would eat at their desk or eat with friends or in the lunchroom after or during work, right? And so a steam bag was not exactly convenient because you'd have to pour it on a plate and you'd have to eat it, on a plate, and people didn't want to dirty a dish and all this stuff. But what we found, let me go back. So this product could have failed if we didn't have the right message. So if we marketed it incorrectly. What happened was we had this insight that that a lot of people didn't like eating Lean Cuisines at dinner time. And the reason why was because they didn't like eating out of a black tray. So the benefits of the black tray were only really good at during lunch, and during the evening, people didn't feel good about themselves eating their Lean Cuisines in a black tray. So when we got that insight, and we have the steam bag that you have to put on a plate, the insight led us to our message, which was all about creating a dinner time experience with this product that steams fresh in your microwave. And from there, we were able to create a $54 million product. That's what it was. That's what sold, in the market, and during the first year. And it also won Product of the Year. And it was because we got the right message, and I had to think about it from my ideal client's perspective because I wrote all the concept statements. I loved the project, and I had to really figure out how to market this product. And so the benefit that I saw was that people would be able to have a better dinner time experience, right? By having it on a plate. So you want to think about it again from your ideal client's perspective and your ideal client's point of view. So you want to think about the pain points or desires of your ideal clients. You really want to get clear on what those are, because that's what you're going to talk to, because that's what they care about solving. And I know we've talked about this, especially the pain points and the problems earlier, but you really need to understand what those pieces are and then craft your message around that. For example, if you are in sales, or you're a sales coach, and you have clients that hate sales. So instead of saying, hey, buy my sales course, it's really great, it'll make you a rock star at sales, right? You want to think about what their reservations are. So they might hate sales because they don't like being salesy. They feel like it's sleazy and slimy and, icky. And so instead, your marketing copy could be hate sales because it feels salesy. How would you like a different way to sell without feeling sleazy about it? Click here to grab my no sleaze sales formula to help you book more clients without the ickiness. Do you see the difference in the message? The first one was I was trying to push my message onto you and say, hey, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. This is, marketing, right? It's really not the way you should market. You need to think about it from their perspective and use their language. And if they're, like in this example, if they hate sales because it feels salesy and icky, then use it. Meet them where they are right now and meet them and recognize their problem and use that in your marketing. Let me know if this is making sense by either commenting on Facebook Live or on Periscope as well too, or likes and heart buttons. So I know where you guys are at if you guys have any questions. But you really, again, the way that you need to market yourself and the way that you're actually going to get heard is if you come from their perspective. Because I like to say this all the time, that people are very selfish. We are all selfish human beings. We only care about stuff that's going to help us as a person. And you need to understand that same feeling is going to be, there for your ideal clients as well too. They are also selfish and only thinking about how their problems can be solved or how to reach their desires too. And so when you understand this piece, you'll come from a different perspective and be able to market yourself, because that's when you're going to be heard, when they're like, oh, that's exactly how I'm feeling, or oh, that's me. Then that's when they're going to be like, I need to get that. So Tanya says, yes, makes absolute sense. Great. So I'm glad it makes sense. So you want to start to think about these things as you market and create your message. You also want to make sure, when you market, you want to be consistent as well too. And so, a lot of people are like, oh, I just put out one post, or I just did one ad, or, I did a blog post or whatever else. And they're like, why aren't people having any, or signing up for my stuff? It's because you're only putting out one thing. Hello, Tamika. I'll answer your question in a second, Tova. So they're only putting out, one message, one thing. They're not being consistent with their marketing. So you want to make sure that when you market yourself, you want to be consistent. And how do you be consistent? You want to give them value throughout the time frame that you are marketing. So you want to think about, the product or service that you're selling, whatever that thing is. Then you want to think about, okay, what kind of other mini topics could I give or could I share with my ideal clients? And so you want to break down your big product into mini topic ideas. So, for example, going back to the sales coach, they are, maybe selling coaching one-on-one, training program, maybe. Maybe it's called the no sleaze way to sales. Maybe that's their product, okay? So during the marketing period, instead of just saying, buy my stuff, like they would be adding value by, sharing different topic ideas, whether it's on a blog post, podcast, Facebook post, LinkedIn, wherever their ideal clients are. They could do different topics such as, the 5 ways to instantly feel confident before any call. So that could be one topic they go over one day. Another topic could be how to overcome the money objection. Another topic could be the top 3 ways to seed your offer so your clients want to buy. Another topic could be how to uncover the pain points of your ideal clients in your calls. And so by breaking it down into mini messages, you are basically seeding people and showing people your expertise and sharing with them like little topic ideas that lead eventually to your product or service that you are selling. And so that's why you want to consistently market and put out these little pieces of content, because as you put out the content, people start to trust you a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And so once you've built out that trust, they'll buy from you. Perfect example is like I've been doing different types of challenges for the last year. And one person bought my Brand Fame School program without even seeing the sales page. I didn't even have it up. I was just saying that, hey, it's coming. And she said, oh, I want that. And so we hopped on a call and we talked about it, and she signed up on the spot. And so it was because I built out that trust. It's because she knew the quality of my content because of all the different challenges that I've done, that she was able to trust me without seeing the sales page. And so that's marketing. It's you're building trust, you're building that connection, you're building this relationship with the other person, and that's why you want to market consistently. So I'm gonna ask you a quick question, like name one thing, like one piece of content. Just come up with anything, one content that you can share with your ideal clients. It could be anything. Just brainstorm real quick and put something down in the scope or in the Facebook Live while I answer some questions. So I'm going to move this over so I can see the questions. So Tova says she's having trouble figuring out a problem that is universal. All clients seem to have unique issues. Okay, so you want to think about if you have multiple clients, then you want to think about which clients you like to serve the most as well too, because you have choice in the type of ideal clients that you have as well too. So even though they have different, problems, you get to say who you want to attract into your service, and who do you get to help. And so you want to think about who is the ideal client that you loved working with the most, what problems do you like solving the most, and then focus your attention there. Tanya says that consistency is something she's working on. In the past, it's been one of her weaknesses. Okay, great. Yeah, it's something that it's everybody's weakness. I even get into slumps where I'm going to be transparent. Like, I'm not always consistent. And when I am, I see results. And when I go into my shell because I'm an introvert, like, then I don't see results, right? So it's all about maintaining your consistency. And I'm going to be honest, I don't do it always, but it's something that you always have to like build your muscle on and getting better and better and better and better. And so that's something that is really, really important. So just to recap real quick, we talked about, one of the things that you really need to do to get seen and heard is to understand your client's pain point and your desires as well too, and really talk from their perspective. Talk from like how they would want to, hear it. What's the benefit? What's the benefit of doing your program or or buying your service as well too? You want to attach it again back to something you are selling. And so that's something important because you have to have that in mind because it has to naturally progress into the next thing that you are selling as well too. For example, this challenge is part of it is marketing, right? This challenge is marketing. I do want to serve you. I want to help you. I want to add value. I want to give you good content that you can use and start to think about your brand and your messaging in a different way. But yes, of course, there's something like that I'm selling at the end, right? You don't have to buy anything. I'm not like tied to what you do because I want to give you value and I'm giving you value. So at the end, if this is something that you want more in-depthness and to really get your message right and to start to really attract your ideal clients, I do have a program that's a one-day workshop that's called Master Your Message to Book High-End Clients. And so like that's the next step if you want to really get clear on what your message is, how to attract people. We're going to put together your marketing plan. It's going to be workshop style, just about 5 people that are going to be in it. And so this is like this intimate space where I could help you actually come up with the right message, and we're going to do a lot of laser coaching in the workshop as well too. So if that's something you are interested in, you can go to brandfameschool.com/message and go ahead and book yourself into a spot. Again, there's only 5 people that I'm taking in, but like this content is valuable, right? So people can still take like the pieces that I'm giving, even if you don't buy anything from me, you can take it and you can run with it still, but this is also an opportunity to show you, you can create this other package, this other product that you can then naturally move people in when they're ready. So this is not a hard sell. This is not like, oh, you must buy my stuff. It's like, if you are ready for the next step, then this is the right next step for you. If you're ready to really master your message and get your clients, then that's the next step and that's the next program for you. But, if you're not ready, that's totally fine too. You're going to get value from this product and move forward with it. And so you want to think about that when you are creating your marketing message. So all these marketing tactics that people are doing, the free challenges, the worksheets, the freebies, those are all leading to something else. Everybody knows that, right? It's no secret. And we shouldn't make it a secret because it's known. But if you're adding value constantly and you are consistent in what you're sharing and people, love what you have, then you can go ahead and, be okay with, sharing what else you have. And that's how you start to bring people into like your business and to buy products and services from you without feeling icky because you have provided value, you have given them something like good, and then you're just giving them the option to go into the next step with you. So hopefully that makes sense. Any questions? Or comments, you can go ahead. I saw some Periscope going on, like blog posts are great to share. I saw some of those comments. I didn't want to leave you hanging that I saw that comment over there. But any kind of questions from Facebook Live or from Periscope that I can answer for you as well too. Okay, Tanya says, that's a great perspective on the marketing message. Simply serve and helping provide value without expectations, meeting them where they are, offering further help if they need it. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? because everything is free will, free choice. You don't want to do a hard sell and be like, hey, you have to buy my stuff. They have to want your stuff as well too. There has to be like this mutual agreement. And so when you are adding value with your marketing, you are just providing an opportunity to take another step with you when you have a product or service. And that's something that I had to really get into my mind, because sales is not something that like I love doing. I'm just going to be transparent, but I do it because it's serving the other person. If it's the natural next step for them where they are in their business and it can transform their business, then I will offer my services and let them know how to work with me. Because I think it's a disservice when you're not doing that, because somebody will still be struggling in where they are. And if you have something that you can help somebody with, then you need to share it, right? It's kind of like you need to share it. And so that's why, if messaging is something that you've been struggling with, your opt-ins is something that you've been struggling with, and figuring out how to get people to, notice you and notice your stuff, then go ahead and, look at coming to the one-day workshop. It's going to be on August 7th. It's going to be for 4 hours, and we're going to work on your message with 5 other ladies, and it's going to be an intimate environment where we're going to do a workshop style. So by the end of the workshop, you'll know exactly what your message are, who your ideal clients are, and then how to start to bring them into your business with opt-in ideas and a marketing plan. So we're going to go over those topics in this workshop. So you can go to brandfameschool.com/message to go ahead and sign up if that's something you are interested in. So that was the scope for today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about my 2-step process to attract raving fans who market for you without spending a dime. So I'm excited about sharing that with you. If you found this valuable, go ahead and share this, scope or Facebook Live with other people. I want to just help as many people as possible create great marketing and really understand what marketing is all about. So go ahead and share it if this speaks to you, or share this challenge with other people as well too, if you think that this is valuable and you've gotten value and you think others will get value as well too. So that was it. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.